we must cultivate the science of human relationship. Of course, here present, warm good evening to all of you, presiding officer, past president, and all the guests. Today's my topic is self-management and interpersonal relations. Self-management and interpersonal relationship. Actually, these are interrelated in each other. Let me go from the concept of self-management. It's not a new thing. Most of you have heard it. Self-management. Manage yourself. Manage yourself. How do you manage yourself? Now the question comes. People say, manage yourself. What? To sit, being managed. I don't mean that. I mean, you have to manage your thoughts. How do you manage your thoughts then? There are different sort of thoughts, like positive thoughts or negative thoughts as well. If you manage yourself, your thought, yourself, then of course you will be great. And you will be able to have interpersonal relations, no doubt. Now let me come in the detail. Well, there are different sort of thoughts that I mentioned in my introduction part. First, let me talk about one Sanskrit word and yogas chitta vritti nirodha. How do you control over your thoughts? Let me first of all mention the different types of chitta. What do we have? Man, we call chitta or man. Different sorts. Like the first one is chitta. Chitta is a kind of man or chitta that you have. Any sort of thoughts come. Sometimes dangerous thoughts. Sometimes mild thoughts. Sometimes very micro thoughts that you feel very difficult. Sometimes thoughts. Second one is mudha. Mudha is what? You are so lazy feeling. Tomorrow I'll go. Today I can't. Oh, let's do tomorrow. Sir, would you go there? I will go tomorrow. Oh my God. That is your chitta. It's mudha, we call. Let's go to third, vichitta. Sometimes coming, negative also, positive also. They are just swirling, moving around, running like a squirrel. Moving from here, some negative comes, some positive comes. They are almost going to fight with each other. Oh, how do you manage them? Then coming to the ekagrata. If you bring the thoughts, then only come. Otherwise they don't come because you are almost in the second last phase of your samadhi. And last one is niruddha. There you are totally up in this phase. So when we are crossing over these 3 or 4 stages, we arrive in the last one, that is 5th stage. We enter in that. So there are different sort of thoughts. So how would you manage? So managing these thoughts is managing our self. That is called self-management. Now, if you manage the self, no difficulties to have interpersonal relations, whosoever it would be. No any difficulties. Now, let me go a bit down below. If you want to boost up your interpersonal relations, maybe in your workplace, you might sometimes see such a querulous, a kind of complaining administrator. Maybe your boss, an officer. Of course, every one of us, I also have faced that problem. So, there are 4 ideas. How would we manage that? So that we can boost up our interpersonal relations. After some time, I will manage those thoughts also. And first, let's listen how we can boost up the interpersonal relation, or how can we manage ourselves? The first one is active listening. You should be active listener. When someone is speaking there, it's my feeling also and my experience as well. You must not speak when another is speaking. You should be the good listener, very effective listener. First of all, listen. And if you do not totally agree, you totally disagree on that. But do not interrupt to the speaker. Say, I don't say that. Let him speak, whether it is wrong. You just listen properly and finally speak. I appreciate your thoughts, but I disagree on this point. Get permission and start speaking. First of all, be the very good listener. The second one, empathy. Empathy. And that helps us have interpersonal relation so nicely, and that is interconnected with your self-management as well. And I already said it. And you can manage yourself also. How? Empathy. That means you just be the person who is suffering. If you have empathetic feeling, that means you feel yourself as if you have that pain. You go very near and feel the trouble, feel the suffering. That person will always remember you in life. Do not just give sympathy. Sympathy and empathy are a little bit different. You just say by words, poor guys, what happened to you? Versus I'm in a hurry, I go. It does not work. It does not boost up the interpersonal relation. We have to go there, nearby, sit, and feel the pain that he is, exerting, showing. And in that way, you can have a personal relation. Next one, emotional intelligence. What you should do? You just, you are in the workplace or you are at home also, You don't need to express your feelings and experiences everywhere what you feel. No need. You have to show your cleverness there. That is your emotional intelligence. Like for example, today I am scolded by someone. Very badly scolded in the office. No need to share here. Why to share? Because they may think me otherwise negative. Hey, he is scolded. Being a principal, he is scolded in the office. Why to share? That is your intelligence. Not to express everything. Sometimes you can modify that experience and just express here. You share. That also, has a very important role for the interpersonal relation. And last one is managing diversity. Really, you may be feeling, I am also feeling the same every day. Sometimes what happens, Arisa, I am working in an office. I am the principal. But, oh my God, so much suppressed, troubled. Everyone is. Even the chairman, whoever. Because unnecessary type of pressure is coming. So much. We have to manage the diversity there. But at the time, better becoming quite silent rather than speaking much. And my personal also I am going to say, if someone is speaking, I don't need to speak on the same topic. Let him or her speak first. And if anything new you have to do, you will do. Otherwise, no need to do. Leave it. Because he already mentioned that thing. Why should I repeat the same? But many people have that habit. By interfering him, he wants to be, greater than him. Let's not do that. It will never have the interpersonal relations. And you can never manage that. If you have to manage yourself, always ask question to your Karan. Karan means your Atma. Always ask, there is yourself. Always evaluate yourself. Don't worry about what others think to you. What others think. Whether they think you positive, negative, that doesn't matter. Think. Always, I am here and I am me. no worrying about who they are, what they think. So always ask question to this inner side and act accordingly. Finally, what I will conclude is, if you want to manage yourself, if you can manage yourself, you can definitely have interpersonal relation. Very better interpersonal relation, positive, no doubt. But sometimes you have to play the very, intelligent role. One thing, who destroys you? You yourself. While going, I'll say one quotation, and I'll allow questions. I think 10 minutes is over. Oh my God, I'm not known about this. And one thing, who can destroy an iron? The rust can. Rust can destroy the iron, nothing else. Who can destroy yourself? Your own mindset. Therefore, manage yourself. Thank you so much. And the next session, I'm going to allow some questions. That's already set questions. Or whatever, you can modify the question as well, no problem. I will allow 3 questions from your side, and I'm going to answer those questions. It looks like sometimes informal type of discussion also. Let's start. Question number 1. Okay.
Who is responsible for falls you or other?
Okay, good. Very good question. Thank you so much. Sit down, please. Yeah. Finally, at last, I had spoken one thing. Who can destroy the iron? Its own rust. Who can destroy you? Your own mindset. There is the answer. Isn't it? Because you yourself are responsible for what you are. If you get suffering, trouble, who is responsible? You are. Why did you go? He said, hey, he called me. I came so much difficult. Look, what a life. Why did you go? You decide and go. If it is difficult, don't go. Think first of all before going. So, next question, please. Okay.
How can we manage ourselves in the home or workplace?
Very good. Thank you. Nice question. Managing ourselves at home. See, we have varieties of tensions, worries, sufferings, difficulties. We are human beings. Human beings have different varieties of experiences, diverse experiences, let's say. And in workplace, we are in tension. Don't bring that tension at home. I have my own 2.5-year son. See? And he is so frivolous. He always, when I come home, he goes on the way, says, Father, today you brought what do? He says, I smile. I should forget all the workplace tensions and anxiety. I have to manage there means what? We should have that sort of intelligence, emotional intelligence. I should leave aside those all tensions towards from that way. We shouldn't bring that from the gate. And we should be totally happy. And I say my wife, oh, let's go to visit. Once round travel in bike. Always do the same. Now also I go to Durga Mandir after going from here. So we have to manage ourselves even at home. Don't bring that worry and tension from office to home. In this way we can manage ourselves. It depends on us. Don't give any complaint to others. Okay, next question, last one. Thank you.
How do you adjust yourself in a workplace where there are very disturbing items?
Yes, very good. Same I am feeling nowadays, so I am speaking. Oh my God. I don't like to call the name, but there is a person in the admin. I am also admin, I say. He also may be feeling same towards me. What I am feeling towards him. And I am nowadays experiencing that same. Querulous. You know, querulous. That complaining. Oh my God. I am doing good. Because I know myself I am doing good. Suddenly comes. Where did you send this teacher? Says. One teacher was absent. Says, where did you send? I sent to class 10. You have to think before sending her again. Oh my God, what to think? And what he is teaching today in place of another one? Says, he is teaching something, he is just revising the previous lessons in the class. He may be testing some students in the class. I say, that mistake you did today, he says. Oh my God. I don't speak anything at the time. If I speak, there is a fight. Tussle. So I manage myself and I say to others, if there is anyone else in my place, in this place in admin, definitely he would have resigned already. He would have already resigned. So I am me, I can manage myself, therefore I never complain. I know myself who is how. I have judged, So I evaluate myself. I am not afraid of anyone. If I do mistake, they have to bring the proof and evidence. I will accept, say sorry. Otherwise, I will be very confident. They say because they have that much knowledge and wisdom. Thank you so much. Over to you.